We're competing against Apple and Samsung. We've now become the world's fastest growing smartphone company. That this industry that we were in got really boring. The products became more and more similar. So we started Nothing with a very simple vision to make tech fun again. I think average age globally for our users is 26. Samsung is like 45. We allowed our fans to also be investors. We're so small.
Yeah.
And I believe community is one of these strategies that can become really powerful for us over time.
クロスディグワンオンワン始まります。今日のテーマは新進気鋭のスマホNothing開発の舞台裏です。この一風変わったスマホご存知でしょうか。イギリス・ロンドンを拠点とするスタートアップNothingの最新スマホです。ハードウェアのデザインやソフトウェアの UI、UX が非常に特徴的でして、ガジェット好きな若者の注目を今集めています。で、Android スマホなんですけども iPhone からの乗り換えも少なくないそうです。で、9月には iPhone の新製品も出ますし、直近では Google Pixel の新製品も出ます。いろんなスマホの新製品が出る中で、この Nothingも新しいスマホを日本で発表します。で、今日は創業者のカール・ペイ CEO にクロスディグのスタジオに来ていただきました。So joining us here is Carl Pei, founder and CEO of Nothing Technology. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You just landed in Japan last night.
Yesterday, actually.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. You're still jet lagged?
Yeah, pretty jet lagged.
Okay.
But we'll power through.
Yeah. Okay. We really appreciate it coming here. So I got lots to talk today about Nothing. But not a lot of people are not yet familiar with what Nothing does. So we cover 3 points: what is Nothing and its vision, and also, of course, the new phone and new headphone. And I'm gonna also explore how AI changes the product.
Sounds great.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to ask you, could you tell us what ultimately the Nothing does and why you founded the company after leaving the Chinese maker OnePlus?
Yeah, I was going to take like half a year off to travel the world because I learned a lot at OnePlus. It was a great experience, but I worked very hard. So afterwards, I was going to travel the world. I thought I was going to take a 6-month vacation, but after 10 days, it got really boring because I was going to like fancy hotels and eating at fancy restaurants, but it was the same routine every day.
Yeah.
I felt like my life was being wasted. I still have a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I couldn't just relax every day. So I was in the south of Europe at that time, and I grew up in Sweden, so I went back to Sweden and I started talking to entrepreneurs there. Like, I really wanted to learn how to start a startup, how to raise money. And the problem that I saw, or that we saw back then, was that this industry that we were in got really boring. The products became more and more similar. Every new generation was just a little bit different from the last one. And this was a category that I grew up really excited about. Like, I was very inspired by all the early Apple products. And I felt kind of sad that it became this boring. So we started Nothing with a very simple vision to make tech fun again.
So when you say boring, what do you specifically mean by that?
You know, I was probably one of the first people in Sweden to get the iPod when I was 12 years old. And I was the first among my friends to get the iPhone when the first generation. It was only available on AT&T in the US. I had to import it. I had to cancel my AT&T contract. It was very hard to get it set up. But those early products, they were so magical. Like, iPod was so much better than everything else. The first iPhone was so much better than everything else. And then when the iPhone second generation, third generation came, it was like big improvements. But then the improvements started to slow down. I think that's the boring part. Like, every year we get new smartphones. The battery is a little bit better. The camera is a little bit better. There's something new on the software side, but it's not the breakthrough changes that we used to see when we were younger.
Yeah. Every part is just a little bit better.
Just a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to watch all the keynotes. I used to stay up late, no matter where I was in the world, to watch the keynotes. But for the last 5 years, I haven't watched any keynote. I just want to watch like a 2-minute summary on YouTube. I can't stay up and watch like 1 hour of really boring content.
Yeah. So you really inspired by Apple's products. So is that why you entered the smartphone business?
Well, my past experience is all in smartphones, and I'm very excited about smartphones because it is the most important consumer device that we use every day. There's no other device we use for as much time as a smartphone or for as many things as a smartphone. And when we started Nothing, we believed that if we're able to build and scale a smartphone business, then we will effectively then make the hardware, not just hardware, but also distribution for software and services. So that's why I was so excited about coming in through this category of products.
So you talked about the Nothing's tagline, the make tech fun again. What do you mean by that, and what are you aiming in this tagline?
Yeah, so make tech fun again, because I believe that tech used to be fun, and right now it's boring, and we need to participate to make tech fun again. And we have a phased approach in our strategy. So in the beginning, we have to really find a group of people who really love us. We shouldn't be everything for everybody because we're a startup company. We need to find our tribe and really serve them. So we chose to focus on design, industrial design, like how the hardware looks, but also the software and the UI. Those are the two reasons why our users pick us today. If you do a user research or user survey, these two reasons always come out on top. And we're targeting the young and the creative people, people who appreciate design, who appreciate fashion, who appreciate gadgets and technology. I think through this strategy, at least the first phase of the story has worked. We've now become the world's fastest growing smartphone company, although we're still small in the industry because the industry is very big. We've done more than $1 billion in sales in the last couple of years. This year alone, we're probably going to do $1 billion. So this year will be like a double in sales compared to last year.
Oh, so since founding till last year, sales is
$1 billion,
more than $1 billion,
and then
just this year is going to
so we're really accelerating our speed right now.
Okay, wow. So how did you attract excited the group of people to Nothing, to make them become fans?
Maybe because we're tech fans ourselves. I am a tech nerd. I grew up loving technology products. So maybe the way we think has a lot in common with the people out there. Because we've tried to be as transparent as possible about the problems we see and how we can solve the problems and all the challenges and the successes that we have along the way. We were talking about it before we started shooting. We also have a YouTube channel. We try and be transparent and just share a lot of information. I even review reviewers reviewing our product.
Yeah, you do a lot of reaction videos, which is really interesting.
So I think it's just about having a point of view on the industry and other people resonating with that and then sharing our story in a more transparent way.
I've seen the many videos where you talk about your product, your business, and you talked a lot about community. So why does it matter to Nothing's business?
So I think the biggest change in the last 40 or so years has been the rise of the consumer internet, right? Before you had to be in Silicon Valley to get all the latest tech information. Now you can be anywhere in the world. So long term, we really want to find a way to connect all the smart people and passionate people from all over the world and build a company together with them. Now it's only been 5 years, so we've only done a couple of things. One, we allowed our fans to also be investors in the company. Today,
allow fans to be investor?
Yeah, now we have more than 8,000 regular people as investors in the company.
Okay.
Some only invested $50, but they're still a part of the journey from the very beginning.
Sounds like a crowdfunding. But
yeah, similar.
To be investing
in the shares.
Real company, right?
Oh. And we also have a community member on the board. So they will collect the feedback from the community and then show it to the board. Sometimes it gets really awkward because they just collect all the problems and the entire board gets to see it. But I think it's a good mechanism to have as we grow bigger so that we can always stay close to the voice on the ground, to know what's happening, what people are asking for, what problems they're having. And then recently we also started to develop products together with our community. Last year we took a variant of the phone 2A and made a community edition. So the community got to pitch how would they design the product, how would they market the product, how would they design the software. So we recruited a team from our community and they came together and built the product. And last year it won one of the most prestigious design awards called IF Gold Award. Usually when we make products, we also win awards, but we haven't won the Gold Award. Our community got the Gold Award.
So everyone got the award, not just the company. And
so the team was from our community, maybe like 6 people. Yeah, they came together to build this.
Why did you think it's such an important thing to do, those community and like involving everyone, every fan?
Yeah, because I think like fundamentally startups are hard and we always have to find asymmetrical advantages compared to incumbents. Like we're competing against Apple and Samsung. They have so much resource, we're so small. So we need to find things that only we can do that they cannot do because of their size. So we need to find our own advantages. If we just fight with the same strategy, we will always lose because they always have more resource. And I believe community is one of these strategies that can become really powerful for us over time.
And then, so yeah, you said that you're competing against Apple. And in reality, a lot of iPhone users have been switching to Nothing's products. That's what I heard. So how did that happen and what do you think they were looking for?
Yeah, so we have 2 product categories. We have phones and audio products. If you look at the audio products, about 55% of the users are currently connected to iPhone. If you look at the phones, maybe around 15% used to have an iPhone. So obviously the phone number is lower than audio because switching from iOS to Android is quite difficult because you're locked into Apple's ecosystem with iMessage, with AirDrop, with iCloud and all that stuff.
But still 15%.
15% is actually big for Android companies. I think 15% is 4 times higher than the average Android smartphone.
Okay.
And the reason why they pick us, I think it's simply because we also value design, we also value software and user experience, whereas a lot of Android companies, they more value the functional specs and functional benefits. We tend to think more design first when it comes to our products.
Yeah, I guess that everyone else is talking about the productivity and also things.
Yeah, megapixels, gigahertz.
Yeah.
We're more design and user experience centric.
I think that's what you're referring to, the boringness of the industry, right?
Yeah, because I think a product is more than the sum of its parts. It's not just about, this processor and this screen, this camera. Like it has to be a joyful overall experience for the consumer.
You talked about the iPhone, how iPhone users are switching to Nothing's phone, but who's buying Nothing's products in the first place?
Well, there's a lot of people buying it, but to sum it up, I think it's young and creative people. I think here in Japan, like 50% of our users are below the age of 30, which is quite young for this market. We've done a lot of like events with our users. We have a lot of designers who come, like user experience designers, industrial designers, architectural designers. Currently in Japan, about 10% of our user base are in the creative profession. I think if you look at the general population, that number is 1%. So we have overrepresentation of creative people within our customer base.
What about worldwide? What is the proportion of users?
Similar trends worldwide. I think average age globally for our users is 26.
So globally, 26. It's pretty young.
So Samsung is like 45. So it's quite different in terms of user base.
So older people doesn't get interested in Nothing's products? Or
I just think like maybe people who are older, they already have a habit. Like they have favorite brands already, whereas somebody young might be buying their first or second smartphone and they're looking at different options and maybe they want to pick an option that their parents or aunties and uncles are not using. We want to be different. Maybe that's the reason.
You were talking about Japan, and so you entered the Japanese market in 22. It's been 2 years.
Well, yeah, in the beginning we just did a soft launch. Like we had it available on our website for whoever wanted to purchase. It wasn't until 23 where we started to establish a presence here in a small local team. And after that, we started bringing more localization on the products. Actually, our community, they made a font for us. Because our logo has these dots. We call it the N dot font.
Yeah.
It's made up of dots. And a lot of our UI design also uses this font, but we didn't have the Japanese version of that dotted font. So our community here, they made it for us. And then we put it into our software.
Okay.
So around that time, we also started adding Felica to our smartphones because that was a big
That's
ask,
important in the Japanese market. Yeah.
from the users. And then I think earlier this year, we entered Rakuten, first carrier deal. This year, we're probably 5x the size of business compared to last year here in Japan. So it's a good start.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work in front of us to really make it big here.
Are you talking with other carriers in Japan too?
We're always having conversations with the ecosystem.
But nothing
to announce right now.
Yeah, okay. But how big is Japanese market for Nothing's brand right now?
Among all the countries, maybe top 5.
Oh, top 5, okay.
Yeah. But I think over time, Japan will become a bigger and bigger market for us. Because if you look at our portfolio last year, we were in a lower price segment with the phone 2A. This year, we made the brand more premium with the phone 3A and then now with the phone 3 and headphone 1. And Japan is like a great market for more premium products because consumers here, they have more disposable income and they really value good design and all that. So, when we just launched, the reason why we decided to build a team here was because we looked at our website traffic and I think Japan was like number 2 or number 3 in terms of website traffic. And
like even before you guys made the Japanese website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think maybe our design language and our brand really resonates with the consumers here. So that's why we built a team here to find out. And we're slowly growing the business here. Or not slowly, but we're growing the business here.
How do you think the Japanese users found out about Nothing?
I think in the beginning, people, we attracted a lot of the tech and design community. I'm not super familiar with the media landscape in Japan, but I'm sure a lot of the people came from the tech media, like Gizmodo Japan and others.
Yeah.
I don't know how the design people found us, but maybe through word of mouth or if there's some design blogs, I don't know.
Okay. You said Japan is within the top 5. Which country is the top selling?
Our main markets are, so it's actually different between audio and smartphone. So for smartphone, our main market is Europe and then India. For earbuds or for headphones, our biggest market is US, followed by, I think, Japan and then Germany. It's a little bit different.
Okay. Why do you think the phone is popular in Europe?
I wouldn't say we're popular yet. We're still a brand that a lot of people haven't heard about, but we are the fastest growing. And I think it's because the users that we're targeting, the young and creative users, they really resonate with the differentiation that we bring to the table in terms of our industrial design, in terms of our software. Our software is consistently ranked very high when you ask users about their favorite smartphone software. Because if you look at the modern smartphone, it's a product that it's very addictive. Like it's almost like doing drugs. Like we unlock the phone, we need to respond to an email, but we do that and then we accidentally go into social media and then we start scrolling and then we wasted 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
That's what I always do.
Yes, I used to do that as well. So that's why in our operating system, we created this a monochrome mode, like for your app icons. And there's also the option to remove the label from the icons. So it makes you more intentional, like about your smartphone use.
Yeah.
It's harder to just fall into an app. You've probably seen our old phones as well, right? We used to have the lights on the back of the phone. And now with the phone 3, we upgraded that to the glyph matrix. So we want to do things that help you keep the phone down.
This one.
So you can be notified about all the important things that are happening with a small screen here. So for instance, if you're, you can set it up yourself, like whatever is important. For me, I have 2 groups. I have my girlfriend and I have my investors. So if they contact me, there's a special icon.
Yeah.
So I need to like check the phone, but if anybody else contacts me, it's black.
Yeah.
And then we opened up the development kit so that our community can also build apps on top of this. But what I'm saying is like we're trying to help people be more productive by making them less distracted and more intentional about their smartphone use. And that's really resonating with our users.
But yeah, the interesting thing is all the app developers or the software maker or the hardware developer has been trying to make users like sort of addicted to the screen or the engagement. The engagement is one of the most important metrics in the software industry.
Because they sell advertising.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing the opposite thing. So yeah, you obviously you don't have to make money from advertising.
Yeah, correct. Because I think in the future, if we think about how mobile operating systems are going to work, it's going to be a lot more agentic, right? It's going to do things on behalf of us. So we don't necessarily always have to check the screen.
Yeah. Like let them do that and
yeah, if we trust it.
Yeah. Okay. So going to the new products, and you just launched Nothing Phone 3 and Headphone 1. So what's you changed the design a lot from the previous ones, because the Nothing phones are known for the glyph strips, the glyph interface, the LED strips on the back of the phone. So people recognize the phone from it, but you changed it. And so what was the thinking behind it?
Yeah, I think for us, we just gotta keep pushing the boundaries all the time, because if we want to play it safe, then we're just like everybody else in the industry. The glyph interface was really good because it was so iconic. You could immediately tell that it's a Nothing product. But so was the transparent design. Like we have this design system where you can tell if a product is our product even without seeing the logo. But we really wanted to make the design more mature compared to before. So that's why we evolved the glyph interface into the glyph matrix. And the glyph matrix, it being a pixel display, it can show you information much more directly, right? Like before, you could set special patterns of light for special people or special apps, but you had to look at the phone like, okay, it's this pattern, okay, it must be this. But now you just have a screen, like show a little icon or emoji or the name of a person is way more direct. And then now we also opened up for third-party developers to also build stuff on top of it. And I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can build when there's a little screen. When it's just lights, the options are limited.
Right. This the Phone 3's price got higher. They got more expensive than the previous ones. I think there's some people know Nothing phones for a lower price point. So, but you call it flagship phone. So, did the strategy change, or how do we think about it?
I think there was a little bit of misunderstanding in our community because we had the Phone 2 back in 2023. In 2024, we didn't make a flagship. We made more lower-priced products. So maybe because of that, the community thought we only had the lower-priced portfolio, but actually we have a full portfolio. So we have the lower price, we have the mid-price, and we have the flagships. So I think that's the reason. There's a little bit of confusion, but I think that's why it was so important to launch this product. We felt it was time this year to make a new flagship because our capabilities as a company has grown a lot since the beginning. Much better engineering, much better design, better distribution, better software team. The camera used to be very tricky for us because tuning a camera is very intensive in terms of work. Now our camera team also got a lot better. So we felt it was time to make the best product we've ever made. And I think that is the Phone 3.
So you said the capabilities of company's capabilities have grown up, and so you got the better engineering and all certain things. And so what do you think about the ultimate goal of the phone? How do you envision the future flagship phone?
Yeah. I don't want to just make derivatives or versions of a product that somebody else invented, but I'm also very patient. So in the last couple of years, we've been building up our capability slowly.
Yeah.
Engineering, distribution, brand, like all that stuff. Because the goal for us is to reinvent the way people use computing devices. Right now, we're still operating in very established categories. There's a lot of headphones out there. There's a lot of smartphones out there. Ultimately, we want to change how people use technology for the better. But I think we have to take a very step-by-step approach. So we're always on solid ground as we move forward. In the midterm, I think the next thing we should be focused on is to change the software experience on a smartphone. I don't think the hardware will change dramatically in the next 5 or 7 years. There's other people who believe the smartphone it's going to be replaced by something else, like glasses or VR or something else. I don't believe that's going to be the case because people love their phones so much. Like they use them for 6 hours a day and have all the apps, all the data on the phone. Like it's very hard to switch away. But if you think about it, the OS on the phone is quite old school. Like it hasn't really changed in a long time. You still have apps. The apps are on the home screen, and then when you open it, it's a full screen app, and then you can go to the App Store and download some apps. That was the case even on the Palm Pilots, like a long time ago, right?
PDA?
Yeah, PDAs.
Yeah.
So like now it's faster, it's colorful, it's beautiful compared to the old days, but fundamentally it's the same thing. But I think with AI, we can create something that's way more intelligent because there's so much context over you on the phone. Like we can really take that context to create a very personal experience. Like today, everybody's phones are kind of the same.
Yeah.
But I think in the future, everybody will have their own unique OS because they're unique people. We all have different needs. And today, we have a lot of admin work in our lives. Like we're all passionate about something, but we spend a lot of time on things that we're not passionate about. So I think the phone should just go and do it. Software should go and handle those things that are boring for us so we can focus on the things that really matter.
Yeah. You guys have Nothing OS, but which basically Android, but it's kind of sort of a...
Yeah, the core of it is Android.
Yeah.
The interface layer is ours. And now we're doing more and more work on the interface layer.
So do you think the Nothing OS is getting more and more different from the experience of existing Android?
Yeah, I can give you an example. So we really believe in like doing the hardware and software together. So on the hardware side, we added this key here called the essential key. So now it's like whenever you have an idea, you can just hold the key and speak that idea into the phone.
Okay.
It starts a voice recording, like it looks like this. So it starts recording what I'm saying, and then when you release, it goes into the essential space. Or when you're on Instagram, you see something good, it takes a screenshot, you can add your memo, and then when you double click here, it goes into like AI helps you organize all that information. It will help you set up to-do lists, sync with your Google Calendar, and you can share with other people. Another example is like when I hold this key here, it starts a recording of our conversation. You can see the wavelength animation here. This little red button starts to blink. And once you are finished with the meeting, we will help you summarize the meeting with AI. You can save the meeting notes, you can share it with friends, you can save a PDF. So these are things we're doing on the interface layer on top of Android.
Yeah.
And this feature, it doesn't have too much functionality yet because we're iterating and adding more features a couple of times every month with new releases. but we already see very good usage. Like when we launched this feature in March this year, we had about 20% WAU, weekly active users. Now it's
among all the whole user base.
All the users with the essential key. So that's the phone 3A, 3A Pro, and 3.
Yeah.
And now a couple months later, the WAU is 33%. So that's like way higher than we expected, and we're only getting started with the roadmap. There's a lot of upgrades coming.
Wow. It's like a combination of hardware and software, right? There is a dedicated button for the specific feature. And so
I think that's the advantage that we have. We know how to make hardware and we know how to make software. But by making it together, we can make the user experience much more considered.
Right. I was interested in how AI is going to change the experience on the smartphone. So what do you envision for the AI era? Or the LLMs, generative AI, and all the sort of things?
You know, iOS has more than 1 billion users, and Android has more than 3 billion users. But it's basically, you know, one system made for 1 billion users. I think in the future, it will be 1 billion systems for 1 billion users. And right now, it's too expensive to do that, right? Like, Apple can't make 1 billion versions of iOS for every user. But I think with AI, the cost of coding becomes lower and lower. So in a couple of years, not too long, it's going to be really possible to create hyper-personalized software, be it apps or OSs. Once we have the hyper-personalized software, it also knows about us very well because we spend so much time. We feed it with memory and context. So then it can start proposing things for us. It can start proposing the UI. Maybe it's not the fixed UI anymore. It's based on our current time, our current context. These are the things the system thinks we should do now. It generates the UI for us. The lines between apps and OS starts to blur because it's all the same thing. I think the future smartphone is just one app, and that's the OS. And then, like I mentioned before, it'll be more agentic. So let's take care of the things that are boring and focus on the things that are important to each individual.
So is there a possibility that Nothing is going to develop its own operating system?
It depends on what your definition of operating system is. Because today, we're very happy to build on top of Android because Android has a lot of developers for apps. And when consumers buy smartphones, they need to have the apps, right? So that's why we're happy to build on top of Android. So we're innovating on the interface layer on top of that. I think all the things I said we can do on the interface layer. But maybe in the future, but it will be a distant future, maybe in 10 years from now or 15 years from now, people don't use apps anymore. I don't know. I think people are still going to use apps for the next couple of years. And as long as consumers use apps, we're going to be very happy building on top of Android.
Okay. So we talked a lot about phone, but you now have headphone, like first over the ear headphone. So why now?
I think we just got to a certain level of maturity as a business. On the audio side, our acoustics team has become a really strong one. And a lot of our users have been asking for this product, but we didn't want to make it earlier because we felt we weren't ready or we weren't strong enough to make it. So in a lot of ways, I think, after last year, the team got to a whole new level, which is why we're more confident this year to start innovating more on our products. Like we took more risk with the phone 3 now with the new glyph matrix and the upgraded specs, and then also a new category here. I think what really sets Headphone 1 apart are 3 things. One, design, as always, looks very unique. Some people might hate it, some people might love it. That's great for us. We don't want a lukewarm reception. We love it that people love it or hate it. At least some people love it. I think second thing is physical controls. On the side here we have this paddle for fast forward or rewind or next song, previous song. This one roller here is for the volume.
Oh, it's rolling.
It's rolling, and then you press to pause and press to play, and then long hold for different noise canceling on or noise canceling off. Other headphones, the buttons, they all feel the same. So it's kind of hard to know like what you're doing. Or they have touch controls, so it's like a lot of things to remember.
Right, touch controls are more like mainstream right now.
But we see that some consumers are very confused about touch controls, like long press, short press, double tap, triple tap,
and swipe.
It's too much to remember.
Right.
And also we added a power button. Because other headphones, they don't have a power button. That's pretty crazy. They have a Bluetooth pairing and power button 2-in-1. So also it gets confusing, like, am I pairing or am I turning it on or is it off? So I think this is the second big feature that a lot of our users are really happy about.
Right.
You have physical controls that tell you exactly what's going on. The shape is different, the interaction is different.
Right.
And then lastly, because it's an audio product, of course, the sound quality is very important as well. We've learned that whenever we enter a new category, we have to be humble because every category is different and we don't have a lot of experience in headphones. So we decided to partner with KEF. They are a 60-year-old British hi-fi company. Some of their hi-fi sets cost like $200,000 for like a high-end sound system. So we work with KEF on tuning the product and the sound of the product. So that even on the side here, it says
sound by KEF. Yeah.
So that would be the third thing. Like the sound quality is pretty hi-fi. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So now you have phone, headphone, and you actually started from earbuds. And so you have phone and audio. What is Nothing's portfolio going to look like in the next, I would say, next 5 years, 10 years?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna. So if the first couple of years was chapter 1, we're now entering chapter 2 of the story.
Okay.
Chapter 1 was about building foundations, building some capability, building some scale. In chapter 2, we're gonna start going from a follower to being more of an opinion leader in the industry by starting to show products that are more and more unique. So as a result of that, our product portfolio will evolve, both on the hardware side and the software side. We're going to innovate more, but right now I can't share all the details because we're still working on some of those products and I want to save the excitement for the launch.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited about the future.
Yeah, me too. I think only now does the fun start. Like the first few years were more like foundation years.
Yeah, okay. Now you're ready to accelerate.
Accelerate the innovation.
Okay, great to hear. 今日もご覧いただきましてありがとうございます。またチャンネル登録ぜひお願いいたします。こうしたいろんな最新テックの情報もお届けしていきたいと思います。Okay, Carl, thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.